would not even admit that you pulled my wife into your lap.
Okay, because you wouldn't admit
I'm not going to admit
that you perpetuated that lie.
Until we admit
I'm not going to admit anything to you until you take responsibility yourself.
If you want to be stubborn,
and you don't ever
fine.
seem to do that.
It's not been an all-cast event.
Right.
Sounds like a narrative spin to me. And
you didn't
that's
have to comment, Steve.
Because whoa, I do have to comment because the blame was put on Mimi. But now you're having a married moment.
Mimi. She called out a bunch
Oh,
of
no. It was specific. In the very moment.
Dr. Eugene finds himself in the middle of a tense confrontation with both Steve and Curtis as old drama resurfaces. What starts with questions about the lapgate incident quickly turns into a heated back and forth about honesty, accountability, and past behavior. As accusations fly and no one is willing to back down, the conversation shifts into a full-blown clash, with the men calling each other out over respect, loyalty, and how they handle their relationships.
At some point, there's been twice that Toya has been asked about lapgate.
Now it's lapgate.
This is cringe.
This is cringy.
I was not angry about it at the time, so there's no beef with that. But Toya still, I think, to this day, a little offended by being pulled into somebody's lap.
Okay.
And so Curtis voiced that he didn't agree that this ever happened.
Well, Eugene, I'm gonna beg to differ. Toya was on Watch What Happening Live, and she said that, and women have come to her and said that I've had my hands on multiple women, which is a flat-out lie.
No, I didn't. I said, I think he need to keep his hands to his health because he's had his hands on multiple women. I just, show or not. On the show, it's 2. Off the show, 3. Well, Jackie, it's all your fault anyway.
It's mine?
Yes, because you said he didn't do it.
He didn't do what, baby?
That he didn't pull me in his lap. And so that's what stuck with me all them years.
You would not even admit that you pulled my wife into your lap.
Okay, because you wouldn't admit
I'm not going to admit
that you perpetuated that lie.
Until we admit
I'm not going to admit anything to you until you take responsibility yourself.
If you want to be stubborn,
and you don't
that's
ever
fine.
seem to do that when it
If you
comes
want
to
to be
your
stubborn,
wife.
that's fine.
And that's the problem that I have with
If you like to be stubborn, that's fine.
It ain't about being stubborn, it's about being accurate.
You're flat out saying, I'm not going to admit what happened because you did this years and years later.
You know what? You're lying, and I'm done with it.
Fair enough. We can be done.
All right. We can leave that there. So let's talk about the massages on the beach. I'm looking at you, Damon, because you told Heavenly you didn't get one.
I thought I didn't.
No, you thought you didn't what?
I don't remember getting a massage.
Yes, you did, sir.
You didn't get a massage, did you, baby?
Yeah, thank you.
Damon does not get massages unless I find the masseuse for him.
Well, look, we get a massage weekly, so what I consider a massage is what our massage Melanie
On the
does.
table.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, we saw you all go through some bumps with your wives this season. Eugene, you got a lot of side-eye from the other men about how you and Toya went at each other during the Skip Workday party. You called it a married moment. What did you mean by that?
I think you'd be lying in your relationship if you've been together for a long period of time.
Yeah.
If you didn't have a moment where you said at least something you didn't mean.
Yes.
We just happened to be on TV.
Right.
With a bunch of people at our house.
Yes.
At that moment.
Yes.
There also was a couple people that might not have been invited had this not been an all-cast event.
Right.
Sounds like a narrative spin to me. And
You didn't
that's
have to
the
comment,
truth.
Steve.
Because whoa, I do have to comment because the blame was put on Mimi. But now you're having a
It wasn't
married
just
moment.
Mimi. She called out a bunch of
Oh, no. It was specific. In the very moment, it was you, bees, did this to me, Mimi, Heavenly. That's what it was in the moment. I did not hear you take accountability for that. I have not heard an apology
accountability
for that. Where's the apology?
There is no apology.
Okay.
Because I saw Mimi's face. Look, had a lot of judgment in it. I saw Heavenly's face had a lot of judgment in it.
Exactly. You blamed us.
So, Toya, why did you blame us?
Because y'all were talking shit.
We were not. That's the thing. We were not. I did not talk about your marriage.
I see you. I see what you do. I see who you
No
are.
problem, Steve.
And I'm going to hold you
But in
accountable
return, I
to
see
the
you as
person
well.
that you are.
So it's cool.
You're Eugene Bush.
Don't do all this.
Come on, Steve. That ain't right, man.
See, so we're not doing that.
You've been rude all day, Steve.
That ain't right, brother.
Steve, I've been on this stage 12 years.
Got it.
You
And
just
I've been here
got
too,
here.
and I didn't say anything.
You just
I have
got
not
here.
said
And the
anything.
energy is off this year.
I have not said anything.
You're one of the new people who are here, and I'm just putting that out there.
And I've always been very calm.
Okay, but the
cool,
guys
and
have never been this rude to each other.
Okay, when you've been rude all day.
Where did it start? It started in your house. No matter if he's here 2 years, 12 years, or 20 years, there's a respect
Curtis,
that goes.
we understand. You don't
between
like
men
my wife.
and
You
between
have an
everyone.
issue with my wife. I get it. And I understand why you
No,
have an issue.
I've got an issue with the truth.
Okay. Me too.
Okay.
And you
And
haven't
being
been truthful completely today either.
By the end of the exchange, nothing is resolved, and the tension between the men only grows, showing that the drama has now fully spilled over beyond the ladies.